Welcome, one and all, to Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 516, Canvas Bag Special. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I finally got the canvas bag, the actual canvas bag that was supposed to come with the special edition of Fallout 76, or the Power Armor Helmet edition of Fallout 76. So we'll be talking about that, showing that off, among other things. And then we'll be playing some Bioshock 2. Bioshock 2 Part 2. This time last week we did Bioshock 2 Part 1. And it's time to move on to Part 2 of Bioshock 2. Now, for those of you who missed my live stream of Bioshock 1, and that's understandable, I did stream it over a year ago, but it is organized in a playlist on the front page of my channel. You might have to dig a bit to find it, but it's all there, so if interested, you can catch up by watching that stream. Anyway, we'll be doing Bioshock 2 later today. All right, good to see so many of you in the chat today. Oh, the notorious canvas bag, lol, says Dakota. Yes, indeed, and I need to get my glasses. Hold on. So I got a new monitor, and I'm trying to do my video editing at a higher resolution, but that means text is a lot smaller. There we go. Good evening, Oxhorn, says Zartu. Good evening, Zartu. Good to have you there. Hellos, my dear. How are you, says Courtney. I'm doing just fine. So, had family in town. They stayed for a few days, and it was really good to have them here. It harmed productivity a little bit. Also, the power outage today didn't help. My house was out of power for pretty much the better part of the day, so I haven't been able to work on any videos today. This is the first chance I've had to do any actual work. So productivity has taken a hit this week, but you know what? That's okay. Family's more important. But this means no video tomorrow, but I will be doing a live stream tomorrow, and I should be able to get some lore videos done in time for the weekend. Also of note, hey, my microphone wasn't muted at the very beginning of the episode, so there's that. Good sign for things to come, right? Don Coington says, ooh, new monitor, what kind? I got the Samsung Ultra Widescreen CRG90, something like that. I've been eyeing it ever since I got their Ultra Widescreen CHRG90 last year or something like that. And it didn't come with the right resolution. It was at like 3956 times 1080 something, whatever. But their latest edition actually gives you two 27-inch monitors side by side practically in terms of resolution, and it's helping productivity. Like, I can stretch out my Adobe Premiere timeline all the way across, and it makes things much easier to edit. So I'm enjoying it. I still do all my gaming on this computer, which is my 1920 1080 whatever. But this is what I do my video editing on. Unknown Motsumo with a tip. Oh no, it's Unibaku Motsumo. Well, thank you very much, Unibatsu Motsubatsu. Thank you. Quinteos is here in the chat today. Good to see all the members here. All right, now that we've got enough people, well, maybe we'll let more people come in. So before we show off the canvas bag, I'll let some more people come in. Let's get some Scotch and cigars going in this place. Keel says, hi, Ox. Can I see the Space Needle from your house? No. I moved last year, and I am now buried deep within the forested wilds of the Pacific Northwest, where nary a soul can find me. Which is why I keep going out of power. This is like the third time this year that my house has been out of power. I need to get a generator. I'm trying to do live streams from this place, and my house keeps getting out of power. So, no, you can't see the Space Needle from my house. The Space Needle is about a 50-minute drive from my house. So I can't say that I'm in Seattle anymore. I used to be able to say that I'm in Seattle. Now I'm like in the outskirts of Seattle, I guess is the best way to put it. Weird Beard says Fallout 2 maybe this weekend, maybe. So I've been seeing all the comments saying, hey, where's Broken Steel and Fallout 2? Look, they dropped new stuff on the Creation Club. And when that happens, I have to cover it. So I kind of dropped my normal schedule just to make sure that I covered each of the 3 new items. But that's done. I published my final video on the Creation Club today. We covered the Quake Thunderbolt, which was an interesting video. I had a good time putting that together. And so we'll be moving back to our regular schedule of content now that that's done. Scott says, what's up, Oxhorn? Pumped for this stream. Keeping up the good work, brother. Thank you very much, Scott. Good to have you on the show. All right, we're at 6:10. Let's wait for that to edge up just a bit more, and then we'll get to the canvas bag. I know that's what everyone's waiting for. They just got to see this canvas bag. It arrived yesterday while I had some company over, and my family members were like, "What's with the canvas bag? Why did you order this?" And I had to say, long story. I'll tell you about it later. So we'll get into the canvas bag in just a minute. Charles Borden says, you're in the boonies. Zox just admitted. I am in the boonies. This was a decision like that. This was not an accident. I'm very happy that I'm in the boonies. I spent a long time in downtown Seattle for the majority of my time in college. You know, I went to the University of Washington, so I lived in the U District. I worked in downtown Seattle for many, many years. And, you know, I enjoyed my time in the city, but it's also good to get out into the country. And the kids are having much more fun where they actually have a yard that they can run around and romp in. So, you know, I did my time in the city. Now I'm out in the country, and it's okay. Binary Ghost says, oh ho, in time for glasses, Ox. I concur with your Quake Bolt review. Yeah, I had a good time with the Quake Bolt review, even though I ultimately concluded that it's not something I would buy. And just being honest, it's not something I would buy. That's not to say that it's not good for people who might be interested in that sort of thing. And I concluded that the actual quality of the weapon was great. I mean, it looked good. It was fun to play with, all of the different options for the muzzles and the magazine, especially. That hypercharged magazine that can short out if you're attacking enemies in water. I thought that was extremely creative, and it was a lot of fun to tinker with and just blow up swarms of enemies. So yeah, there's a lot of positives to say about the weapon, but I just don't like crossovers. Not to mention the hovering hand issue, which was, once you see it, it's just all you can see. You're walking around holding the weapon in first person, and you've got this, a 20-pound weapon, and it doesn't even make contact with your left hand, which is supposed to be supporting it. It's like, I know this small thing, right? But once you see it, it drives you crazy, and it's driving me crazy. So it's not something I would buy, but you know what? People are going to enjoy it, and I wanted to make sure I covered every detail as best as I could so people can make a good decision for themselves. Josh says, Ox, I'm enjoying my graduate of your driving school mug. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I had a lot of fun working on that particular design. So we do have a new design in the shop. It's No Dice, the perfectly preserved pie. As many of you know, it's the bane of my existence. I have yet to find a perfectly preserved pie that I actually get from passing a luck check in the machine. So I'm waiting for that wonderful day to happen, despite having played Fallout 4 for several years now. But that shirt is currently live on the shop, and I'm working on a new design, which should be done shortly. For those of you following my Fallout 3 Broken Steel series, you're going to be thrilled for this new design. I've been working really hard with the designer. We've been going back and forth, multiple different iterations of this sketch. So I'm excited to show it off on the new shop as a new shirt in the shop in the coming week. I think it'll probably be ready maybe next week. Certainly before we finish the Broken Steel series. That's the goal. So really excited about that, and I can't wait to show it off. All right, I think we have enough people in the chat. But I haven't even lit my cigar yet. Man, I keep getting sidetracked by the chat. Jay McKibe says, don't know what was up. Could only reach the stream with the Twitter on notify. The channel didn't show live. Still great to see you anyway, Zox. Yeah, Jay McKibe, it's good to have you on the program. I don't know what's up with YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I love the platform because it gives me access to all of you, and I can share my thoughts, and we can have communications. And I know that there are many people who have absolutely no problems with the notifications. But, you know, it's hit or miss with YouTube. Sometimes they notify my subscribers, sometimes they don't. And it's really, really frustrating. Which is why I say, if you want to make sure that you're notified with every new piece of content that I publish, follow me on Twitter. I update Twitter manually, and there's no algorithm that has to go by for that. If you're following me, you'll get the notification. Kenneth says you're awesome. Thank you very much, Kenneth. Chris says, I'm surprised there hasn't been a Fallout teaser that's used the song Java Jive for its opening. Maybe Fallout 5 can take place in Seattle with a coffee shop theme next to it. You know, it was funny because I had some family from out of town this week, and we took them to all of the tourist destinations, including the Space Needle and Pike Place Market and the aquarium. So we had a lot of fun. Kids had a blast. But I couldn't help thinking, you know, as I was, touring the Space Needle, man, wouldn't it be a great location for a Fallout game? There are so many different things you could do with downtown Seattle and a Fallout game. And MD Oil with a tip. Thank you very much, MD Oil. All right, I'm going to light this cigar on fire if it's the last thing I do. Move over, canvas bag. It's time for cigars. I'm smoking a new kind of cigar today. As I said, I went to Pike Place Market, and there's a wonderful little tobacco shop in Pike Place that's been around for, decades and decades. And I used to go there more frequently when I lived in the area, but it's been about 3 or 4 years since I've been there, and it's moved. It moved, so it took me a while to find it. But I bought a new box of Chisel cigars. This is the Capitulo 2 by LFD, La Flor Dominicana, the flower of the Dominican. And the cool thing about these is not only the beautiful cedar box it comes in, but it's got a unique tip. Instead of being box pressed and instead of tapering or having a pig's tail on there, it's got a bit of a chisel. And I'll show you a trick with the chisel tip. One of the cool things about the chisel butts is that you don't have to use a cutter to open it, which means that it's not going to unravel while you're smoking it, which is so great. And here's how you do it. You take your fingers on the edge of the chisel, so there's the narrow point. You turn it to the wide point. You take your fingers on the wide point, and then you squeeze. And it cracks open like that. You see that? I know it's a little blurry, but it's cracked open just enough for the tobacco to allow air to pass. In this way, my friends, we don't have to use a cigar cutter, and the thing doesn't unravel in your face. Cheers. Don't talk to me about having to use cedar wooden matches. You really don't have to use cedar wooden matches. Yes, having a cedar match is going to impart a more pleasant flavor. And if you were to use like a Bic lighter, which actually burns a flammable fuel that leaves off gases and tastes, it could spoil the flavor of it. But if you've got a certain kind of butane that burns clean, it doesn't impart any poor flavoring into the tobacco, which is why people use lighters like these for cigars. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. It's okay. Don't give me comments about having to use wooden matches. I understand. Every time I do this program, somebody says, Oxhorn, you should be using wooden matches. Hey, Oxhorn says, Kyle, Fallout Cascadia mod is set in Seattle. That's true. That's true. I should probably play it. I haven't bothered to play it yet. Is it available? Is it done? Okay, where's my scotch? I say scotch, but it's not actually scotch today. I'm out of scotch. So I'm stuck with Kentucky bourbon. I just knocked off my cigar. You probably saw that coming too, and I didn't see it. But luckily, I didn't burn anything. I was working on my Goofy impression. Yoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Pardon me. Cheers. Anyway, pardon me, I'm out of scotch. So I'm doing the Kentucky bourbon. That's Knob Creek. Okay, canvas bag. All right, so as many of you know, the whole canvas bag debacle was the primary issue that fans had. Okay, I can't say that. The primary issue was Fallout 76 itself. It was an issue for some, not for others. There were many things wrong with the game, as I've talked about ad nauseum here on the channel. And yet many things about it that were positive that critics often ignored conveniently, that I felt. But despite that, one of the things we could all get together and agree about was that they misadvertised the canvas bag. In the marketing materials for the Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition, we've got this T-51B Power Armor helmet, and sitting right next to it is an obviously canvas bag that says West Tech along the side. And people buying the Power Armor Edition version of Fallout 76 expected a canvas bag. Mythic says, hey, Ox, hope all is good with you and the fam. It is indeed. Thank you, Mythic. Chris says, did you explain how the ice works? I haven't explained how the ice works yet. I'm not using ice or anything else in my drink right now, so it hasn't come up. But I probably should mention that later. Banana says, hey, Oxhorn, in your opinion, was 76 worth the money with all of the bugs in the canvas bag issue? Well, I mean, it was worth it for me. I'm glad I bought it. I've been able to make many lore videos about it, and I have thoroughly, genuinely enjoyed my time playing the game. There are going to be some people who just will not enjoy themselves with Fallout 76, and for them, don't buy it. I mean, don't buy a game you're not going to enjoy playing. But there are plenty of people who would enjoy it, and they should enjoy themselves. They shouldn't feel ashamed for purchasing it if they genuinely bought it, or if they're genuinely going to enjoy it. So anyway, we get the Power Armor Edition of Fallout 76, and the bag they give us is a nylon number. That's right, nylon, melts under flame. It's not a canvas bag, right? It was smaller, it barely fit the T-51B Power Armor helmet. It was not as advertised, and that was the key issue. One of the reasons I, too, joined in the criticism of the canvas bag debacle was that it was not as it was advertised. If you're going to take a picture of a canvas bag in the promotional marketing materials for a product you're trying to sell, you take people's money and then you give them something else, that's a problem. Bethesda agreed, which is why they allowed you to sign up for a replacement bag if you bought the Power Armor Edition of Fallout 76. And as you can tell from this helmet, I did. So I was shocked to open up the mail yesterday to find this. This is the canvas bag. I took it out of the bag that it arrived in because it had my address on it and I didn't want people to see it. But I haven't opened it at all. So let's open it up together to find out what's inside. Wait, this needs a drum roll. Hold on. This is a momentous occasion. Much of chatter about Fallout 76 has been about this bag. Here we go. Drum roll. Okay. Oh, these are like the water absorption things. Okay. Nice touch. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we've got like a cocoon looking thing here. Let's see. Oh, it opens even further. Look at that. Oh, West Tech. It says West Tech on there. West Tech. Warfare fully powered. Okay. Hold on, I got to feel it. Ooh, that feels good. That's some good canvas right there. I can feel the quality of that canvas. I know nylon, no. All right, hold on. We got to open it up. Hold on, we got to savor this. We got to savor the sound of the zipper. Here we go. Oh. Man, that's a quality product. But wait a minute. Something inside. It's Todd Howard's firstborn child. You know they're sorry when they give you as a sacrifice and blood offering their firstborn child. Well, with that, can we forgive them? After all of this time, an actual canvas bag and a firstborn child. I think it's time we can say, you're forgiven, Todd Howard. You're forgiven for everything. Fallout 76, the canvas, the bag, the zipper sound. I mean, listen to that. Oh, just great. So there you go. Will that hold a T-51B Power Armor helmet? I mean, I think so. No more secrets in there. I didn't get there's no note that said, sorry, Internet. Please accept this as an apology. Don't hate us anymore. We've got many more games coming out. Please buy them. Oh, and pre-orders are accepted as well. We didn't get any note like that, but we did get the firstborn offspring and an actual canvas bag. And I'd say, you know what? That satisfies me. I'm feeling pretty good. So there you go. West Tech on the side. Canvas bag, not nylon. Promise fulfilled. Thank you, Bethesda. And I did it again. I knocked over my doggone cigar. Hold on a second. Gonna have to relight this. That's it? Really? Says Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, they gave us an actual canvas bag. I mean, game content, who cares about that? Powered T-51B helmet with lights and a voice modulator? Whatever. Canvas bag? That's the issue. And we got it. Not to mention the firstborn son, but whatever. Look, we just gotta... That's it? What do you mean? We got everything now. All right, I got one more prop to show off. I showed it off during the live stream earlier. But here we go. Might as well show it off during Scotch and smoke rings. Here we go. Jangles, right? This is a Gaming Heads prop. I think it's Gaming Heads. Yeah, Gaming Heads. And they do good stuff. I mean, look at the quality of that. That's really good quality. Let's get Jangles on up in there. Oh, yeah, blurry. Okay, that's blurry. Maybe at least you can see his eyes and his little frumpy frown there. This freaked out my kids, by the way. But look, the detail is great. The arms are posable. The legs are posable. He's got the little space outfit. My one complaint is that it's not one-to-one scale. I mean, and I know that I'm a stickler for this sort of thing. But when it comes to props, I like them from the Fallout universe. I like them being one-to-one scale. Like they're the actual scale of the item as it's found in the game. That would be hard with this, because if you've ever looked at Jangles, the moon monkey in the game, it's huge. Like, it is a huge children's toy. Who would buy that for their kid? It's amazingly large. So they toned it down in terms of size. It's now a normal, respectable size for a space doll, right? Instead of it's like a body doll. It's just huge, like that big, the one in the game. I wish it was, one-to-one scale, but aside from that, it's great. Was normally priced. It wasn't too expensive, and the detail is fine. Okay. Now that the props are over, we can get to your comments. Hold on. Oh. Sorry there, Todd Howard Child. Okay, I know I missed. Pokemon Jimmy says, Oxhorn, I posted a tweet I'd like your opinion on. It's my Power Armor character. The handle is James He. Thank you for that, James. I'll take a look at it after the show and do my best to respond. Banana says, hey, Oxhorn, what did you think of the Nuka Dark Rum? That's one of the criticisms that Bethesda has received that I didn't quite understand. I never had the impression buying the Nuka Dark Rum, and I bought 2 bottles. I never got the impression when I was buying that I was going to be getting a glass bottle. And I think that was the primary concern that people had, is that they felt hoodwinked by the advertisements, that they were expecting a glass bottle when instead they got a plastic bottle within which was a smaller glass bottle. But when I was buying it, I never thought I was getting a glass bottle. I never got that impression from the marketing materials that I saw at the time. So that part of the criticism I didn't understand. What I didn't like about the rum was that it was so big. I expected a bottle, even if it wasn't glass, that was going to be one-to-one scale. Here I am again complaining about the one-to-one scale. But it was huge. Like the Nuka Dark bottle was just giant, because inside of it was the bottle with the 700 milliliters of Nuka Dark rum. People complained about the flavor of the rum, and I also didn't get that. It's not a rum I would buy for the flavor. I mean, who was buying it because they were expecting a top shelf rum? I mean, it's a marketing gimmick. It's a Nuka-Cola Dark. And so I didn't understand that. If I'm buying a rum to drink, I'll go get some Kraken. Kraken is the kind of spiced rum that I enjoy. I'm not going to be getting Nuka Dark rum, but people were saying it tasted like a normal rum to me, like something I would buy at a grocery store, not like a competition-worthy tasting rum or something. So I also didn't understand that particular criticism. But the bottle itself was too big. I wanted to put it side by side with my other Nuka-Cola bottles, but I can't, because it's just out of scale. So that was a bit of a disappointment for me. But then again, they did list the product dimensions on the landing page before you bought it, so that's my fault for not paying attention to product dimensions. So what are you going to do? Okay. The Dark Seraph says, Oi, YouTube, notify when this beautiful man is streaming. Now maybe look into Stardew Valley. It's fun, charming, and good for kids. Thank you. Stardew Valley, I've heard a lot about it, but I've never played the game. It's probably something my kids would enjoy. They've been playing Astroneer and Subnautica and Far Lone Sails, which is a side-scrolling post-apocalyptic game that I did a live stream about about a year ago. I did part of it about halfway through the game. I streamed it. Or maybe it was more than a year, like a year and a half ago. And it's simple game mechanics. It's a really atmospheric kind of side-scrolling game. And my son absolutely loves it. He's played it front to back 3 or 4 times. He just loves that game. So yeah, we're looking for new games that the kids would enjoy. Trish Luke says, "Can you take a pic of your display wall sometime?" Yeah, I am wanting to do a video where I'll hone in on each piece in the collection and kind of talk about it and give a shout out to the guy who created it and so on and so forth. But I'm waiting for my collection to finish. I'm still waiting for a few props. I know that it's unlikely, but there are still a few props I'm waiting for before it's done, and then I can do the video. Alex says, "Just my little way of saying love your content, man." Thank you very much, Alex. Damien says, "I love your content, Ox. Any words of wisdom?" Well, the year before I graduated from high school, there was a song all about wearing sunscreen. It wasn't really a song. It was like a spoken word song to a bit of an interesting kind of melodramatic beat. I say melodramatic, but I don't actually mean that. It was more atmospheric and mellow, like a mellow beat. And it was all about how important it was to wear sunscreen. And within that sort of talk, there was a lot of good advice that I don't know if I've paid attention to in the, 19 years, 20 years since that song came out. But hey, if you want advice, go listen to the sunscreen song. Wearing sunscreen is important. And eating spinach, as we talked about in a previous live stream. And investing in Vanguard Admiral Index funds is also a good thing to do. Pyro says, "You rock, Ox. Can I borrow a match? Lost my lighter." I can't help you with the match. But you're welcome. You're welcome to borrow my lighter. Just let me know. Christina says, "Lost Spirits rum is quite enjoyable. Potent stuff." Is it? I haven't heard of Lost Spirits. I'll have to check it out. Weird Beard says, "When I saw your video this morning pop up on my phone subscription page, I thought you started a series playing Quake itself." Probably not going to happen. I bought and played the original Quake a little bit so that I could put some footage from the original Quake into the game. And then I downloaded Quake Champions, which is free to play. And I played that a little bit so I could put it into my video. They didn't catch me. Didn't capture my imagination. Not in the same way Doom and Wolfenstein did. So probably won't be doing Quake anytime soon. But you never know. Ernie says, "Cheers, Ox. Spending my birthday with you and some scotch." Well, happy birthday to you, Ernie. Good to have you on the program. Cheers, and a happy birthday to Ernie. Mythic says, "Did you hear about EA's comment that loot boxes are fun and completely ethical?" Oh, did they really say that? If so, what are your thoughts on it and loot boxes themselves? Okay. First of all, I'm not going to criticize the content of the comment itself, but if you're EA, you just don't say that. I mean, who on the marketing team of EA thought, "Oh, defending loot boxes publicly, that's a great step for the reputation of our company"? That person's probably not working there anymore. Look, so the content of the comment itself, unwise. It was unwise to have that sort of comment. But that said, I don't entirely disagree with it. Here's why. I think when it comes to loot boxes and free-to-play gaming and all of that, I think there are really two business models. There's the business model that is popularized by the mobile gaming market, where you create a video game and you offer it to people for free with the knowledge that there are going to be ads going across your phone, or that a lot of the content for the game is going to be unlocked piecemeal by micro transactions. I don't like that kind of business model, but they're giving away the game for free and you don't have to buy anything to play it, so I understand it. Then there's this traditional form of creating a game where you put the effort into creating the world and the weapons and everything that is the content of the game, and you sell that prepackaged for $60 or whatever. We've finished the game. Here is the finished game. We will offer to you the finished game for your $60. Like, there's a mutual transaction. And that's a completely different type of, product exchange. I much greatly prefer that because I know that I can pay my $60 and I've got everything, right? But the problem happens when a game company tries to blend the lines between those, where they say, hey, we still really want your $60. Those $60 of yours look really great, and we're going to give you this, but it's not finished. And you can unlock the rest by paying more microtransactions. Then I'm like, I don't, not terribly fond of that. Now, one way developers are getting around this is by saying that the microtransactions within the game are all cosmetic. They don't affect the actual gameplay. We're not going to be selling an I win button, and that kind of mitigates the damage. People or players can still buy the game with the full understanding that they're really not missing out on anything gameplay-wise. Like, they're not locked out of quests, they're not locked out of stories, they're not locked out of weapons and all of that. All they're really locked out of is sort of the unique social aspects of the game that make the game really fun to many people, like emotes and skins and all that kind of stuff. But more players are comfortable with that sort of thing. One of my criticisms of Fallout 76 is that they have taken that approach. I understand that it is cosmetics only, and I'm still playing the game, but that's one of the reasons why I haven't spent a dime on the item shop. Even the free items that I get in the course of my gameplay, I haven't spent a single atom because I've been wanting to demonstrate that the game still has all the things we love about a Fallout, and not all, but many of the things we love about a Fallout game, and you don't have to go to the item shop for that. But I'm also not promoting the item shop by going through all of that content. The loot boxes are really only a problem when they promote gambling. And gambling has become a huge issue for many games, like, I think, CSGO, or I don't even know which games get into it. But there are some games where it's practically gambling, and people make a ton of money by giving you a random chance to get an overpowered weapon or a really rare weapon that you can then sell on the marketplace for an outlandish amount of money. And that kind of bothers me. The loot boxes that don't bother me, I like the way that Overwatch does it. I think they do it pretty well. You can earn loot boxes during the normal course of your gameplay. The stuff that drops in the loot boxes don't really affect your ability to play the game. You also can't resell the stuff that you get in the loot boxes, so it's purely for your own enjoyment. And you pay for the game and you can play the game, and you still have everything that the game provides you without needing anything that comes in the loot boxes. So loot boxes within that context, I'm all right with. Like, if you're going to do it that way, fine. But as soon as loot boxes become essential to being able to play the game, or give you an upper hand for playing the game, or if it gives you a monetary incentive to play the game or buy loot boxes so that you can get something that you can resell, that's when loot boxes get into that iffy territory of, do we really want gaming to become this? I don't think that's really ethical, sort of thing. So I don't know what EA has said. I didn't hear that particular quote, but that's where I stand on loot boxes. Okay, I've missed a whole bunch of your comments as this has been going on. Let's see if I can scroll up. Cole says, got any more life advice for us? Oh, man. The person you marry, that decision is the most important decision you make in your life. Absolutely the most important decision you make in your life. So just make it well. Make it well. Yes, divorce is always possible, but it's always hard. There's no such thing as just like easy divorce. It's difficult and hard. So just put a lot of thought and attention. Okay, so when it comes to marriage, have a really long courtship where you spend years and years getting to know that person and making sure that person is part of, it's going to be a good fit, and then make that engagement short. Okay, we're making our decision, we're going to get engaged. Let's make that engagement short. Really long courtship, short engagement. It's probably a good idea, right? It's the most important decision you're making in your life. Just make it well. Okay, that's my advice. I don't have any more advice in me, so no more advice questions. Pyro says, one last man, cheers. I got a coconut rum from the Philippines and EA sucks. Well, enjoy your coconut rum, and you share the opinion held by many. Brett Bus says, Lamau to your name and Quake champions being Ermagerd, Oxhorn. Oh, yeah. That's right. You could all have seen that because I recorded it and put it in the video. I had to create a new character for my my Quake Champions footage, and I didn't know what to do, so I just went, Ermagerd, Oxhorn. Nobody recognized me in the game. So. Josh says, I loved the first Unreal Tournament game, had it on the PS2, and have Quake 4 floating around my house somewhere. I remember those games from way back in the day, but I never really got into first-person shooters from those games. I know that they sort of laid the groundwork for the first-person shooter genre, but when it came to a first-person gunplay kind of game, Half-Life 2 is really what got me into it. And then from there, I explored many other titles like Call of Duty, which I began to fall in love with. That's why I play first-person shooters today. Devon Trick says, make that voice when you say, but is it worth it? Okay, there you go. Dalton says, haven't been able to donate last couple of episodes, but I was there, so here's to a great Scotch and smoke rings. Cheers. Thank you very much for your kindness. I appreciate it. Donate or not, you show up to the program, you light a cigar with me, or just raise a glass of whatever beverage you're into, and I'm just glad you're here. That guy says, do Spider-Man for the PS4. Well, I don't really have a console system that I enjoy playing, so I don't really do console games. I'm also, I like the Marvel Cinematic Universe to a certain extent, but not in games. I don't play a lot of Marvel games or Star Wars games, stuff like that. Cole says, what do you think of repair kits on the Atom Shop? I'm opposed to it, and I publicly listed off. I wrote basically a blog post explaining my opposition to the repair kits on the Atom Shop, and I sent out a Twitter tweet with that blog post explaining why I felt the way that I did back when repair packs came out. And it really kind of hinges on combat advantage, right? If you're going to have microtransactions in a game that I'm already paying $60 for, and the caveat to that is that, we're only doing cosmetic stuff, then they had all better be cosmetic, right? Emotes, icons, weapon skins, poses, fine. But the moment you put a utility item into the economy, into the atomic shop, it's no longer a cosmetic thing. It's no longer cosmetic. Now, they still got around that by saying, well, it's not going to give you a gameplay advantage, and that's where we fundamentally disagree. I disagree with Bethesda's sentiment that it doesn't offer a gameplay advantage compared to those who don't have repair kits, because first of all, acquisition of a repair kit in the game is extremely difficult. They only drop off of really rare creatures like the Scorch Beast Queen or the Sheep Squatch, I think sometimes drop them. I forget what, but it's hard to get them. They're really rare items. And the second thing is that in combat, in a PvP situation with a repair kit in your inventory and you hotkey it, to my knowledge, and I haven't tested this, but I imagine it would be fairly simple to drop out of combat really quickly, repair your weapon. If it breaks, re-engage. Whereas before, you would have to retreat from the situation entirely or be killed. That kind of gives you an unfair advantage compared to somebody who doesn't have a repair kit. So that's just where I fundamentally disagree with Bethesda on that point. I explained it more fully in my Twitter post. Brown Cow Town says, hey, Oxhorn, I'm in love with the channel and the Fallout 3. Parts, well, thank you very much. Lots more Fallout 3 to come. Quarren Ware says, dude, play Apex Legends for a bit and give it a swing. You know what? I don't know. It hasn't really grasped my imagination, Apex Legends. Maybe someday, but there's still a lot of single-player, really good story-driven content that I'm much more interested at the moment that I'd like to play through first. Mythic says Activision is a huge player in the blending games of a $60 and MTX. Microtransactions. In Black Ops 4, they recently put game-changing guns, one item behind item loot boxes, which you have at a 1/1,500 chance of getting plus dupes. Is that really true? But that's a bummer. See, that's the kind of behavior that I thankfully haven't had to experience too much in the kinds of games I play. I get the impression that that kind of microtransaction and loot box combination is really prevalent for certain kinds of games, competitive multiplayer games that I don't play a lot of. So I haven't been exposed to too much of that. But, I mean, that doesn't sound healthy for the industry as a whole. It certainly doesn't sound very competitive. It's not good for the consumer. So, yeah, I would not approve of that sort of activity. Thank you, that calling guy, for the tip. Very kind. Nicholas says, could you do a Fallout 4 walkthrough? I could. I'm considering doing a narrated lore series on the story of Fallout 4. But I want to get through the story of Fallout 3, and then there's Far Harbor to do. There's a lot to do before I do that. I'm in the middle of the story of Fallout 2. But it is something I'm interested in. But if you're itching for me just playing through Fallout 4, I did a live stream of Fallout 4 VR back when VR was released at the end of 2016, I think. I have that playlist organized on the front page of my YouTube channel, so you can go through. It's like 8 or 9 different episodes. I went through it really quickly because I knew the story really well. I think in that playthrough I sided with the Brotherhood of Steel. But if you're interested in experiencing Fallout 4 from the perspective of VR, just go ahead and check that out. It was interesting. I don't know if I would really do it again. I enjoyed my VR experience in Fallout 4, but I much greatly preferred just playing regular Fallout 4. Okay, look, I mean, I'm not getting anywhere through with my cigar because everyone's talking. And that's fine. I love the activity. Keep it up. But I got to hold on and relight this. All right, we got 16 minutes and then we're going to start the game. Charles Borden says, Ox, I encountered an odd thing near Vault Tech Agricultural in Flatwoods. It was a super mutant, but it looked like it had a player's name tag and a level marker of 50. Then it just winked out. Any idea what it was? Yeah, that was the roving trader. What was his name? He's just a roving NPC super mutant trader with, he had a funny named Brahmin, if I recall. I forget, but he's friendly and neutral like Erickson and Marcus. I forget his name. But he's just a vendor. And if he winked out, then that's just a server issue. That Cullen guy says Oxy should play the series of Halo on PC. Maybe. My wife was really into Halo. She's a big Halo buff. So I'll have to show her the new trailer, the new Master Chief trailer we saw at E3. I don't think she's seen it yet. Luke says, did I miss the bag? Yeah, you missed the bag. I did it earlier towards the beginning of the program. Graham! That's right. It was a traveling super mutant merchant in 76 named Graham. Don't forget to relight the cigar. Thank you, expired. I'll keep it nice and toasty. Graham and Chally the Moo. That's right. How could I forget Chally the Moo? He named his Brahmin Chally the Moo. That's a great name. It sounds like a super mutant name. What's your favorite cigar brand? I don't really have a favorite, but I usually smoke La Auroras just because they're at the right price and they're decent. Anthony Glacobe says, love the videos. Keep them up, Oxhorn. Me and my dad are watching. Glad to have you both on the show today, and hope you guys enjoy the program. Welcome, new member, Jacob Ickard. Glad you're here. Love all the new members that the channel's getting. Thank you, thank you. Madden says, what other games do you enjoy other than Fallout? Well, the other games that I enjoy, I pretty much stream on this platform. I take that back. There are a few games that I play when I just need to chill out. Like I've been working on a Fallout video all day, or I finished a live stream earlier in the day and the kids are asleep and my wife is playing her Xbox and we finished dinner and I just need to relax. Every now and then I have a free moment like that, and when I do, I'll sit down and play, just play some other game. Astroneer is what I've been playing a lot. It looks great on my new ultra wide here because I can change the aspect ratio so I can see like the entire planet's surface. Astroneer is a lot of fun. What else? I don't really play anything. It goes in spurts. I'll either play Astroneer or I'll watch Star Trek. I've been watching a lot of DS9 because I finished The Next Generation on Netflix. So I've been watching a lot of DS9. But when it comes to games that I really enjoy, I've been streaming them all. Rage 2 was way more interesting than I thought it would be. Especially, I know that's weird coming from a lore guy, because the story of Rage 2 is not the best. It's not a good story. But the gameplay of Rage 2 is exactly the kind of gameplay I would want in a first-person shooting open-world vehicle game. I'm not really big on vehicle games. I don't do a lot of vehicles, which is why I fly the Icarus in Rage 2 a lot, because at least I don't have to deal with tires and roads. But the gunplay in Rage 2 is just phenomenal. Just the combination of abilities. When it comes to combining abilities and gunplay, I always have a hard time with them. And especially when it comes to Arcane Studios games like Prey and Dishonored. I'm enjoying Dishonored more than I enjoyed Prey, which is great. But for some reason, maybe it was a mental block, but being able to adequately use the powers was difficult for me. Not so in Rage 2, because you get your nanotrite powers and then you get your gun weapons, and after a little bit of practice, I find myself using powers naturally in combat much more effectively, which is great. There are a few powers that I don't use, like the summoning of the barrier thing. Like I don't get that, and I need my practice. I need better practice on the dashing mechanism. But the big ground pound and then knocking people back, and I'm getting better at managing the different powers you have with the different guns. So yeah, I've just been really enjoying the gameplay of Rage 2. And that's going to be coming to an end. I think this next live stream on Friday will be our last Rage 2 live stream. Don't hold me to that. I'm not sure, because I think I'm about ready to finish that game, which is a bummer because I've been really enjoying it. I'm going to hate stopping playing Rage 2. How far did you get in DS9, Ox, says Deuteronomus. Well, back when it aired in the 90s, I didn't get very far at all. I didn't really know the plot. I knew there was a war between the Cardassians and the Federation, or that there had been some sort of strife between the Cardassians and the Federation. But I didn't really understand the plot all that well. But I have a memory of really enjoying the episodes that I did see. So getting back to it now that I'm an adult and I finished Next Gen, I've just been really getting into the story. The Cardassian War just added an entire element to the lore of the Star Trek universe that I just found to be really interesting. And right now I'm on Season 2, Episode... I forget which episode, but it's right after the one where Dax... No, the last one I watched was the one where Dax was kind of giving a different Trill initiate an undergoing, trying to see whether or not he would be good to accept the symbiont. It was an okay episode. The one before that was really good with O'Brien and the Replicant. That was a great episode. Edge of my seat the entire time. Replay value, not so much, but the rewatch value, when you know what's happening. But that episode was great. I loved it. Okay, we got 9 minutes. Weird Beard says, don't hold me to it, but Metro Exodus DLC is coming out soon. Or I'm thinking of another game. I have heard rumors that there's going to be DLC for Metro Exodus, and I'm excited about that. We'll probably stream that on the channel. I loved Metro Exodus when it came out. We had a lot of fun with that. Why don't you show your face in videos, says Jacob. I show my face in live streams, but when I'm doing a lore video, it's not about me. It's about the story. So I try to take as much of myself out of it as I can because my job there is just to be the narrator. I'm narrating someone else's story. So it's not really appropriate for my face to be in the middle of this video or to be talking about the story and then to cut to a reaction from me. It's not the kind of field that I'm going for. I'll do all of that in live streams or in shows like this, but not when I'm doing a lore video. Chronicler says, Oxhorn, you do fantastic work, and I love your personality. That's very kind. This is my way of saying thanks, but I also have a question. Has the Destiny franchise and its heavy lore interest you at all, or does the grindiness turn you off? The grindiness turns me off. That's my big complaint. I even toyed with the idea of getting into Destiny. For those who remember when Destiny 2 came out, I did a lore video on basically the trailer to Destiny 2, which is where they attack the city and you're running forward. But, you know, my wife was big into Destiny 1, and I would sit and watch her play the game, and I'm just going, man, what a time sink. It's one of the reasons why I'm not really getting into the Nuclear Winter game mode for Fallout 76. I enjoyed my time playing Nuclear Winter. I'm not opposed to the type of gameplay that it is, but to get anything out of it in terms of lore would require hundreds of hours of grinding from me. And I'm just not going to do it. I don't have the time for it. I've got a Fallout 2 series to get through, a Broken Steel series to get through, other live streams to get through, not to mention my life outside of work. I really don't want to spend hundreds of hours of my time grinding the same match over and over and over again to accumulate points that then unlock holotapes and terminals inside Vault 51. No. I get why people like that, and it's fine, and that's the gameplay, and that's how it's designed, and that's the reward for it. I understand. I'm not saying that should change or people need to accommodate me or anything like that. That's just not how I want to spend my time. And it's the same thing with Destiny 2. Like, I don't want to really have to grind to build up a character to get to a certain point level in terms of gear to access the dungeons necessary to understand that content, which is one of the reasons why I'm not playing World of Warcraft anymore and other games like that that require a lot of online grinding. Not my style. Not my style. The Dark Seraph says, what is your recall code, you synth? Omicron Persei 8. Hats off to anyone who understands that reference. Binary Ghost says, don't worry, Ox, I love Battle Royale games. I'll get the lore and record it and send it to you. That's extremely kind. I don't know. Maybe. Those are big files, I'm sure. Dropbox has a limit, right? Manuel Delp got it first, I think. He says, lol, Futurama. Yep, Futurama. Simzalda says Futurama. Guilty. There you go. Lots of Futurama fans in the chat. Man, I watched Futurama religiously when I was in college. I had the DVD box set to every single episode, and when I was doing my exam papers, I had them looping on my DVD player. Yes, DVD player. That's right. It was the early thousands. I had it looping on my machine. That's what got me through college, just watching and rewatching Futurama. The Pope says, will you do Rage 2 DLC when it comes out? Maybe. Maybe. Haven't decided yet. It'll depend on the kind of DLC that it is. Okay. Everyone's doing Futurama and Bender Quest. It's great. Cybernetic Cadver says, Futurama the movie. I bought all of the straight-to-DVD Futurama movies after it was canceled. Then they did the movies. Then it was rebooted. It was brought back and then canceled again. Man, I mean, Futurama has had many different chances. It's interesting. I mean, that's just a testament to the love to the series. I have to admit, I enjoyed the straight-to-DVD movies, but they didn't capture the same magic as the original first 4 seasons or so. And I don't know if I'm the only one to feel that way, but they did the entire D&D/Lord of the Rings episode, and the entire thing was just... It didn't feel like Futurama. I watched Futurama to feel like I'm watching Futurama, not to feel like I'm watching some sort of hybrid crossover. It was weird. It was just weird. And then the one where you well, I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, I don't know. The straight to DVD movies were not quite as good as the series, in my opinion, but it was still a lot of fun. Have you played The Last of Us? No, I haven't, but I've heard amazing things. I've actually watched a lot of The Last of Us gameplay footage, and it looks like just the kind of story that I would really get into, like a post-apocalyptic zombie thing. The one thing is zombies. I'm kind of tired of zombies, and yeah, there are ghouls in the Fallout franchise, but they don't take a huge role. But when the primary enemy in the game is just a bunch of zombies, and I'm kind of tired of zombies. Same thing with like vampires and all that. But still, the story sounds great, and maybe it's a game that I'll touch. So, I mean, I have to start thinking of the games I'm going to tackle after I finish the Bioshock series and, Rage and all of that. I'm thinking of Far Cry, maybe it'll be The Last of Us. I would really love to do Red Dead Redemption 2, because my brother's been playing it, and he absolutely loves it. When I go to his house, he shows me it, and it's exactly the kind of game I want to play. Plus, I loved L.A. Noire, so, I mean, I'm sure as a Rockstar game, it'll be great. Just, it's not on the PC. Man. Not on the PC. Come on, Rockstar, why? Why you gotta do this to us PC players? Muffin of Chaos says, Ox, have you ever thought about playing Subnautica? I think you'd enjoy the world building it has because it's mostly in environmental storytelling and it's extremely immersive. No, I have played Subnautica. That is a game that I play with my kids, actually. My son will sit here at this computer, and my daughter will sit here at this widescreen computer, and I'll sit in this big chair over here and help them when they get stuck. But yeah, they've built their mini subs and their big Cyclops subs, and they've found the temples on the hidden islands. The moment my kids discovered the island for the first time was a big magical moment, because as far as they knew, the world of Subnautica was just one big ocean world, and then they actually found it because of a glitch. They had built the rocket to escape the planet, and there's a glitch with the rocket in Subnautica where if you climb to the very top and you're inside the rocket capsule, and then you exit by opening the door, but then if you press the open button again after it's already opening, the entire rocket begins to tip in the ocean, and then the recoil of that flies you across the screen. This happened to my daughter. She got flung from the top of this rocket launch pad, and as she's sailing through the air, the tip of a mountain rises above the clouds, and she's like, what? There's an island in Subnautica? And then she crashes in the water and immediately grabs her sub and goes and finds it. And that's how my kids discovered, through a glitch, that there was land in the Subnautica world. And so they've been exploring all of the temples. Yeah, it's a great little story. I don't know if it's something that I would create a lore series on for my channel. Yeah, I don't know if it would fit very well, but yeah, it's a fun game. That guy says, my favorite episode is when Bender is an electricity addict. Yeah, and he goes and finds the Church of the Holy Neon or something. I forget. That was a good episode too. Okay, we're at 8 o'clock. Time for some Bioshock 2. Let's get this up and running. One second. Just Ungigantic says, how is it still daytime at your house when it's 2,300 hours at mine? I'm a synth. You should all know this by now. I live in an alternate universe. I've been fooling you all these years. Okay, let's turn off music on my computer. Let's turn on the game sound. All right, then we're going to have to twist this. Ah! Is that enough? I think so. All right, let's put my Scotch over here. It's within arm's reach. Okay, now let's see. I had just unlocked another section of the game, I believe. This is where I came from. This is where I need to go. Did I hack that turret? I don't know if I hacked it or not. It says green. Yeah, okay, I'm good. That's right, I remember coming here, but I came here too early.
So, you would drain the people of their life's blood. Rapture is a body, Delta. I am the voice, and Big Sister is the hand. When Rapture speaks of you, it says only this. Sleep now. Your day is done.
Maybe. We'll see.
My daddy's smarter than Einstein. Stronger than Hercules. And like a fire with a snap of his finger. Are you as good as my daddy, mister? Not if you don't visit the Gatherer's Garden, you aren't. Smart daddies get sliced at the garden.
Oh, that's right. Do I have my, I'm trying to remember. How do I... Telekinesis and electro. No, I don't have fire yet. Purchase gene upgrades. Incinerate. There it is. Set objects and creatures on fire. Ages 12 and up. Let's get it.
Light up enemies to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spread.
Evolve today. Okay, then there's Eve Link. First aid kits also give you Eve, and then health upgrade increases your maximum health. 40, 50, 60, 70. Wow, it's almost as if they planned this out. Let's start with Eve Link. And the health upgrade.
Congratulations on your recent purchase of the Incinerate Plasmid. Say, Tom here is having a romantic evening with a gal. What would impress her more than lighting the fireplace with a snap of your fingers?
Oh, no. Oh, all right.
Oh, a party. But this party just hit the skids. Carl needs a light for his cigar, and no one can help him.
Well, they shouldn't have put this guy there because it kind of ruined the pacing of that. All right, is there anything else I can burn in here? What's that? Is that dirt? That's dirt. Okay. Oh, man, my mouse is just really sensitive. Can I change that? Give me just a second. Sorry, let's go to mouse sensitivity. Let's put that at 3. That's a little better. In what country is there a place for people like me, Andrew Ryan? That's right, we read that last time. Okay, now. Ooh, we melted. This way to Kitchen of Tomorrow.
And we are growing. Many changes will be flowing. If you wanna be amazing, see the flowers we are raising.
Ox the Splicer was Carl. Oh. Look at all that goodness. Can we thaw the fridge? Nope. No, I don't want to waste all my Eve. What's this? Gatherer's Garden. Oh, is this where I was earlier? Oh, and I missed all of this. Gene Tonic, Armored Shell, Careful Hacker, Extra Nutrition. I'll have to come back for that. Hey, look at that gorgeous fridge. Almost as beautiful as the Fallout one. Oh, okay. Hello. Somebody is on their way. They don't want me to be happy. What? No! Crash the desktop here! Come on now, man. Oh, Bioshock remastered. Remastered my butt! Let's try it again. Hold on here. Where is it going to put me? Continue. Oh no, where does it put me? Oh no! I gotta go through that all again.
So, you would drain the people of their life's blood. Rapture is a body, Delta. I am the voice, and Big Sister is the hand. When Rapture speaks of you, it says only this. Sleep now. Your day is done.
Interesting. Well, now I know what's coming. I've got a rivet. I've got a heavy rivet. Let's go to the regular rivet for what's coming up. And let's get Incinerate. Equip it there. I mean, this is all really important stuff. The health upgrade and the Eve link. Let's just continue with what we did last time. Put that there, and then the health upgrade.
Congratulations on your recent purchase of the Incinerate Plasmid. Say, Tom here is having a romantic evening with a gal. What would impress her more than lighting the fireplace with a snap of your fingers? Oh, a party! But this party just hit the skids. Carl needs a light for his cigar, and no one can help him.
Okay, here we go.
In the garden we are growing, many changes will be flowing. If you wanna be amazing, see the flowers we are raising.
All right, let's switch weapons. Quick save, F5. Is that quick save in this game? I'm assuming so. I don't see anything though. Here, hold on. Let's do a manual save. Where you going, you crazy thing? Where'd you go?
Holy Moses, son. Not even a big sister can keep you down. Well, come on back and melt the ice and we can say goodbye to this 2-bit carny ride.
Ooh. Well, should I use a first aid kit? Probably. Okay. All right, let's melt the door. That's what's next, eh? Now, wait a minute. I didn't explore what was over here yet, did I? No. Let's do that. Oh, wait, yes, I did.
They can tell. I'm their better. I know it.
Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm stuck. I don't remember this place. Where did I just appear to? Hey.
He's gone. James was the only man I ever loved, and now it's like he never even came to Rapture. He heard me sing at the limbo room, came up all bashful. He liked hearing songs about what it's really like to live in this town. I think he's been trying to organize folks against Ryan. And now he's gone, and I'm here, singing Rise, Rapture, Rise. Scared to death they're gonna come for me.
Oh dear.
Welcome to the circus of
You know what? I think I'm okay. Oh, this leads back to where I came from, the Atlantic Express. Well, at least I was able to come back and melt that ice.
Ryan saw the individual as a hero, a noble survivor. And Rapture was his paradise, a shrine to the supremacy of the self. The result? Slavery, genocide, chaos. Now that the tyrant is dead, we are a true collective, a single family.
How did I get turned around? Thank you, Jake. How did this happen? I got all turned around just by exploring that one thing. Okay, let's just follow the quest marker. There we go. And we're back. Nope, we're not. This is sending us back the way we came. Well, there was that one section I didn't explore. Maybe I did explore it. We'll just continue for now. Please stand by. Here we go.
Outstanding, sport. You're proving to be quite a windfall. Now just open the train tunnel from the security booth there, and I'll come out and jump on.
All right, now this is the guy we were told could kind of be trusted. Let's see how much we can trust this guy. There he is, buddy. Am I stuck here now?
I like to look a man in the eye when I give him my word. You and me, kid. We're going places.
Okay. Can I leave now?
I had thought you some golem of Sinclair's, brought here to hold Rapture's arms while he rifles through her pockets. But no, you are aware of your plight. Who, I wonder, would be so cruel to force a mirror on a man with no face?
Lamb was waiting for us. Come out shooting and start the train.
Shooting, I came out.
Provide shelter.
Oh, for crying out loud. What is going on? Why is this happening? It happens during combat. What the heck? I mean, I've got to find computer. The computer is not the issue. I wonder if there's some weird setting I need to apply. Let's try this again. I guess I'll have to go through my NVIDIA profile inspector, see if there's something I can do to increase stability. I mean, it happens during combat. Yay! Where is it? Where are you, big sister?
Holy Moses, son. Not even a big sister can keep you down. Well, come on back and melt the ice and we can say goodbye to this two-bit carny ride.
Now this is what I missed earlier. I never went into the gift shop. Okay, so I'm glad I came by. Happy birthday.
Used to be, there was no margin in running the gift shop. I couldn't hardly sell off this tourist crap for a penny more than the cost of manufacture. Then I met a straight shooter named Sinclair, and he laid a sweet deal on me. Says he's got some hard luck folks down at Popper's Drop can whip up this junk at half the cost I used to pay. Yeah, I had to pick a needle or two out of the shipments, but all in all, nobody's the wiser, and I'm all the richer.
Had to pick a needle or two. Okay, so this was the area that I was talking about earlier that I missed. Fortune teller.
I don't think so.
Thank you. Ah! Whoo!
Save me, Odo! The cause has no need.
Let's switch to my rivet gun. I don't want to waste all my really good ammunition. Quick save off. And what is the quick save button? I tried F5 and that's not doing it. Let's see. I don't see quick save. Oh, F11. Okay. There we go. Jake says, I guess turning VSync on for some people helped. Thank you, Jake. I'll try that. Let's hope it doesn't hurt the screen tearing. Ah! No. Well, that was crazy. What is actually going on here? Hold on. That did something weird to my game. Glad I quick saved. Right, let's try this one more time. That was really weird. Turning virtual sync on changed the game resolution somehow. Here we go. I pressed space. There we go. Now, to see what's down here. Oh, hello. Yeah!
I know the surface, Eleanor. I spent half a lifetime there, in service of the common good. But then, I heard my own words twisted by fat old men squatting over the embers of Hiroshima. Were the modern world a patient in my care, I would diagnose it suicidal. On perhaps that point alone, Andrew Ryan is correct. Rapture is deliverance.
Interesting. What's wrong? Who's crying? Gonna come after me. Crap rivet. Oh, hello. Yeah! Anyone in there? No? Ah! Had me cornered in a stall. Oh, dear Lord. Goodness gracious. Hey, what is this? Oh, we can't go up there. Okay, well, with that explored, we can go back. I think that's it, isn't it? Nope.
Baby, gotta stack myself.
That sounded like Homer.
You brought this on yourself.
Okay. Now there was that one big ice block that we needed to melt, but I believe it's on our way out towards the metro.
Ryan saw the individual as a hero, a noble survivor. And Rapture was his paradise, a shrine to the supremacy of the self. The result? Slavery, genocide, chaos. Now that the tyrant is dead, we are a true collective, a single family.
He's gone. James was the only man I ever loved, and now it's like he never even came to Rapture. He heard me sing at the limbo room, came up all bashful. He liked hearing songs about what it's really like to live in this town. I think he's been trying to organize folks against Ryan. And now he's gone. And I'm here, singing Rise, Rapture, Rise. Scared to death they're gonna come for me.
Okay, quick save. Gonna have to do that much more often now that we know that this game is unstable on my machine. And with Incinerate equipped, we can knock down this ice wall. Oh, come on.
Outstanding, sport. You're proving to be quite a windfall. Now just open the train tunnel from the security booth there, and I'll come out and jump on.
I love the way he talks. Unlock the train door from the security booth there. All right, here we go.
I like to look a man in the eye when I give him my word. You and me, kid, we're going places.
So long, Spot.
I had thought you some golem of Sinclair's, brought here to hold Rapture's arms while he rifles through her pockets. But no, you are aware of your plight. Who, I wonder, would be so cruel to force a mirror on a man with no face?
Quick save.
Lamb was waiting for us. Come out shooting and start the train.
Core blimey. That it? Oh man, that mouse sensitivity really helped out. Well, we survived. All right. Warning, you're about to leave this level. Make sure you've done everything you want to before proceeding past this point. I think I'm ready. You ready, Sinclair? Let's do this. TJ says, I must catch the trolley to Flim Flam Town.
Once I lived a life of a millionaire. Spending my money out.
Ooh. Whoa, what is that? Oh, that's terrifying.
Attention. Subject Delta is now trapped in Pauper's Drop. All railcar travel is suspended until he is found. Remember, the enemy is alone. We are the family.
Yeah.
Lamb's trying to box us in, kid. This is a goddamn citywide lockdown. To keep the train moving, you need the security override key from the local governor, Grace Holloway. She kicked me out of my own hotel down here, the Sinclair Deluxe. Find her and get that key.
Right. Is this the entire train stop? We just left Ryan Amusements. We're now at Pauper's Drop. 2 more to go. Is that the entire game? Pauper's Drop. What is it you all told me to do? Hit it. Is there a nearby evil bot? Uh-oh. So what's the best way to do this when... I'll just use my hacking tool to hack the bot. Okay, so I could go towards Pauper's Drop, or let's see, we've got a pneumo here. Nothing of interest. Bulkhead control. And a Vita chamber. All right. Nothing. Oh, okay. Well, looks like we got to keep going. Quick save. Okay. Yay! Rosie? Did they kill another Big Daddy? Well, I got machine gun ammunition. What is this? Some sort of crane? Anything out the window I should be aware of? At least I killed the big sister. Okay. No. Well, this is a bad sign. They're giving me a lot of loot, which means something tragic's about to happen. What's this? Gene Bank. Swap out your currently equipped plasmids and tonics at a gene bank. Welcome to the gene bank. Oh, I remember this. Plasmids and tonics. All right, but I have nothing stored. Well, that was creepy. Monotone mumbling. Who were they worshiping? We will be born. What, the little sisters? They were worshiping the little sisters? There's more of these pictures. Brent Geckbat says, "Hey Oxhorn, happy you're playing one of my favorite games. I'm actually having a really good time back in Bioshock. I enjoyed Bioshock 1, but for some reason it didn't really stick with me. But Bioshock 2, maybe it's because of the gameplay improvements, is much more comfortable to me. I'm having much more fun playing the game. Or maybe it's because after all of the first-person shooters I've played since then, I'm just becoming much more comfortable with this type of game as a genre." Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, come on. That's just food, right? No, bandages. Okay. Hey. She is our salvation. Lamb is watching. Imago is upon us? What the snot is Imago? Anthony says, "Ox, long-time listener, first-time caller. May your scotch always be plentiful and your rings stay smoky." That deserves a smoke ring. Thank you, good sir.
I remember you, monster. You stole Eleanor from me. Twisted that baby girl into a thing so sick it can't even die. And now you come swanning into my neighborhood looking for me. Wrong turn, Tin Daddy.
Well, wait a minute,
When we hang you from a street light and you choking out your last, I want you to remember my face.
Great. She hates me. What did I do to her? She already hates me. In here I thought she was a nice little lounge singer person. Oh, I hear a camera.
Himself these days. Dog eat dog, man eat dog, dog.
Okay.
In the house of Sinclair, Sal's top 4 addicts. In the house
Mr. Beast.
Okay, which way are you guys gonna go? This way?
Mr. doesn't like snowballs. Back, Daddy, back! You rescued me, Sir Bubbles.
This is the creepy part of the game. I'm sorry. It's just weird. Okay. Why won't that come up? There we go. Are you saving or sacrificing the sisters? I'm saving them. We're playing a game where the entire point is to kill the adopted father figure of these little girls and then adopt them ourselves. It's weird. Gene Bank, I don't have anything to swap. Okay, we got T-Square that way. Let's go into the flower shop.
Religious rites, Doctor? You're free to kneel before whatever tribal fetish you favor in the comfort of your own home.
Ooh.
But in Rapture, liberty is our only law. A man's only duty is to himself. To imply otherwise, therefore, is criminal.
Ask yourself, Andrew, what is your great chain of progress but a faith? The chain is a symbol for an irrational force guiding us towards ascension. No less mystic than the crucifixes you seize and burn.
Wow, I'm out of heavy... I can't store any more heavy rivets. Well, I guess I'll leave that there for now. And I think I need to upgrade my heavy rivet capacity. Okay, so there's a diner here. Let's go inside the diner. Let me go through the glass. Let me go through the front door. No, it's boarded up. Is there a way to get inside that diner? Is there anything we can use telekinesis to get? How about this door? Oh. Use your little sister to gather Adam from a corpse. Oh yeah, that's right. What's that we got to do? R?
Adam, Daddy! Over there! Right here. See it glow?
Oh, no.
The angels shine.
Family, that monster has taken another of our babies for his own. Tin Daddy is hollow like a jail cell that needs filling, and he will never let her go unless you hunt him down.
Oh, shit!
Could you?
A stranger! Unzip him, Daddy! Why would you eat a kid?
Hand me that child!
Almost down there.
Eyes! I can't stand them! Oh, then you're not! Make it up!
Where's my mark? No negotiation! Hand her over!
Make her
Wherever you
stop
are.
looking at me! Spectate!
This angel's all done now. Yay!
I'm telling the other girls that I have the best daddy.
Okay, well now we can pick up that heavy rivet, as we used a lot of heavy rivets in that one. And we can do it up. Thank you, Adrian. Oh. Now I still need to find a way up there. There's got to be a staircase on the other side, or perhaps I'll find a way to the top as I explore deeper into this thing. And that won't open. Okay, so that's where I need to go, but there's also another path. Oh, there's a staircase. Here we go. Hey, got it. Ooh, I got shotgun shells. Does that mean I'm going to get my favorite weapon ever soon?
It's dancing, Daddy, dancing!
Oh, you creepy thing. Okay, now I've got a weak spot here. Can I burn it?
Who is that?
Is that mine or not? Got one auto hack dart. The kitchen door behind the diner. All right, I'll look for it. Ah, thank you. Oh, great. Now I'm drunk. And there's a dead cat. Oh, not the dead cat. Sweet, getting all that cash register money. I think I'll avoid the beer for now. Ooh, we got some perfectly preserved cakes back here, maybe. Oh no, not preserved at all. Covered in mold. Yuck. Shotgun! Yeah!
I'm gonna be her new dad.
Oh!
How about a scary throw, little fire?
Send your daughter home. And that child, you monster!
And I'm out of Eve. Oh dear, I'm out of Eve. Well, let's loot up what I can. But I like the shotgun. Okay. Now, that's where I came from, right? Yeah.
It's this way.
What was that? Oh, big guy. Big guy.
Backseat's on the little one. Fuck! Fuck!
Holy cow!
It stuck to me! It stuck to me! Fight fair, you bully!
What?
Poor little girl. She's hurt.
Cunt!
Oh, okay. Oh. Right. Right. Okay. We're all good.
We found Adam, Daddy.
Quick save.
The monster has taken another of our children, family. He would turn her from us just as he did to Eleanor. Show this thing what befalls the boogeyman when he steps into our garden.
One more for the fam. Damn you,
I can't stand him. Send your daughter home. Got the new truth here for you. Come get it.
Run, you coward! Troublesome Austin! Run there! Run from the family glory! Be gone! Absconding!
I'm always safe with Daddy.
Okay, running low on ammo here. Gotta get some ammo.
What do they expect? You keep enough drug stash in this clinic to slice up a rhinoceros. Of course every poor soul in the drop's gonna start beating down your door. It's my job to think up a new key code to keep them out. Seems like every other day now. Nuts. I'll mull it over for a while at the Fishbowl Diner.
Yeah, got it. Okay, now I know I'm not going the right way. My quest marker is having me go a different direction, but there's still a lot to explore down here. My big question is if I'm getting to this section too early. So let me follow my quest marker and then I'll come back. Apprentice Mill.
This is it. It's over. I built this railroad from nothing. Played by Mr. Ryan's rules. But then he asks me to sink my own cash reserves into the banks to give Rapture some breathing room. And now Austin goddamn Bathysphere wants to buy me out. Decommission the entire rail. I have no family. And no time for friends. I am the Atlantic Express. And this is the end of the line.
Gene Bank for swapping jeans. Hey, and there's the little girl thing. I release you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, the Sinclair. Left or right? Looks like I need to go right. What's to the left? Let's go left first. Oh, and it's the same thing. Okay, so let's go right down this hallway. Skid Row. There's no escape. Well, that's blocked off. Ox, are you remembering to hack the vending machines to get better prices? Well, I'm not using a lot of vending machines right now. I'm picking up more than I need in terms of ammunition just by playing the game.
Piss off and die. Take shit.
Well, sport, I guess Gracie's home. But that big lug just dropped half my damn hotel in your way. Now, to break through that mess, I expect you're gonna have to work out how he got so burly.
Okay, wrong side of the tracks. Whoops.
Find yourself a genetic research camera, son. You can pick up any number of tricks from a splicer with one of those. Try the pawn shop downtown.
Pawn shop downtown.
Old Papa's Drop's the worst neighborhood in Rapture, but it's a hell of an opportunity to raise up some affordable housing. When Atlantic Express was constructing their luxury passenger line, this place was hollowed out beneath as flop houses for the railway crew. Nobody was supposed to reside down here long term, but when you're broke in this town, you're not exactly swimming in alternatives. I don't favor spending more than an hour or so down here at a time. There ain't a side of the tracks more wrong than under 'em.
Grizz says you want to hack everything you can. Not only does it help you, it hurts the splicers. How? Can they buy ammunition? Like if I were to hack an ammunition machine, how does that hurt them? I'm just interested. Oh, yep. And yep. And yep. Oh no, hard one. Oh, really hard one. No. Yep. 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 Yeah. I can't take the money? I've got a cap on money? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, I gotta spend my money. Alright, might as well spend my money. Wasn't there a money station nearby? I can't believe I'm capped on money. Alright, let's go find a station. They're giving me a lot of gene bank swapping things. Okay, before moving forward, I'm going to go see if I can hack or spend some money. They've already respawned. All right, well, let's just keep going then. Your wallet is too full, it says. Sure. Fuel, but I've already got fuel. Guess I can't go that way. So I need to find another way. All right. I hate leaving this money behind. That bothers me. I hate it. All right, well. And I've got a little bit of shotgun ammunition, but not a lot. All right, well, let's use my rivet gun for now. Guess I gotta go this way.
Try to take what's mine? I dare you! All of you! I earned this!
Who is that? All right, let's spend my money. Auto hack darts. 2 of 6. Those are pretty expensive, but they would come in handy. I got 600. All right, let's start on ammunition first. And now I can't do the trap darts. Oh, but I can go get that money now. Yay! I know, a lot of backtracking. Sorry, this is how I play games. I do a lot of walking all over the area just to make sure that I've explored everything. But I hacked this doggone safe. I'm going to get my money out of it. Aha, come to me. $35. $35. Okay, now let's go get that camera. Now the camera was one thing from Bioshock 1 that I did not enjoy. I didn't like having to stop combat to take photographs of all these different enemies. I wonder if they've changed the mechanic at all. And he doesn't have a little sister, so I'm not going to worry about it. hello, what's this? Well, looks like I would have had to come down here anyway. So let's see. There's that hole in the wall. It just leads to one of these Vita chambers. He crashed through there. Then there's this, and it's chained.
Use that code you found on the keypad outside the clinic. Should get you up on the rooftops.
What do you do if someone else needs to be?
Use the code 0047 to enter the clinic. Oh, there is another one.
Ridiculous.
Quick save.
You dare! I'm off to bed.
Nothing. What?
Eleanor's grown now, baby snatcher. Even after what you did to her, Dr. Lamb found a way to shape that girl into something perfect, something holy. She's a daughter to us all. Nobody in Rapture will shelter you now.
Grace has got the wrong idea. You're not responsible for turning Eleanor into a little sister. Big daddies are just slaves, and you only recently broke free.
Doggone it.
And sometimes an angel goes away from heaven. Nobody knows where.
Okay.
Almost to bedtime. This way.
Oh, and it's inside. Okay, so I need to find a door that'll allow me inside. All right, let's hack it, I guess. I don't need to purchase anything right now, though I suppose I could use life. And it looks like a body I need is in there, so I should go this way. Let's see what's down here. I saw that. This leads to Skid Row. Let's go follow the quest objective first. No. Oh. You are low on Eve but wealthy. Buy some Eve Hypnos. All right. Where's the station I just hacked? Over here? All right, I'll buy some Eve Hypnos.
Welcome to the circus of
Okay.
no refund, no return.
Oh, I used an auto hack. I see. Vitamins, aspirin. Okay, door in the wall or door over here. Dr. Chung.
An autograph.
Got it.
No negotiation! Hand her over!
My machine gun turret is doing enough. I'll let it do its thing. A splicer has healed at a health station. Oh, you're right. So that's why I need to hack them all or destroy them all. Well. Blood packs, can't do anything with that. Ooh, and there's a level beneath me. Hello. Oh, that's the pawn shop. That's where I need to go. Great, but first let's explore up here. All right, what's over in this corner? Ooh, another door. Oh, and another way out. Okay, down. All right, we'll go to the pawn shop in a minute.
My tickets. Where are they? Hello, heaven's shelter, darling, darling. You shouldn't have.
Competition? What competition? They all found out here.
Love the shotgun.
Dr. Lamb, Sophia, I came down here to sing and to start a family, but I just don't fit with these people. Look at you. You fit with them.
Grace, in Ryan's rapture, I am the pariah. You and I share unpopular ideas, but I wonder, how devoted are you to the rapture people? If you wish to know more, wear this butterfly brooch at our next session. If not, no harm done. We shall never speak of it again.
Boy, hand me that.
Okay, was there anything to the left? I think not. Yep, blocked off. Okay, so before I drop down, let's see what's on the other side of this door. Ooh, and it leads me back up. Oh, is this where I'm supposed to go? Probably. Oh, and I don't have my auto hack. Oh, I do. It's a little slow, this thing.
Now, Eleanor, Mummy has to go away for a while.
Butterfly.
You shall be staying with Aunt Gracie.
Mommy, don't go.
Eleanor, you are better than that. Do you remember what I told you?
I am very special.
That's right. And what else?
I was born to change the world.
Yes. And when Mummy returns home, the world will be very different indeed. She will make it ready for you.
Well, let's quick save while we're here. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my honey doll. Blocked off, but there is a staircase going down.
Another day, no clients. Atlas and Ryan start going at it hot and heavy, and all my business dries up. It used to be easy. Put the eye on some spliced-up dame's wandering husband and rake in the dough. Now it's got so bad I had to put my camera and hawk at King Pawn. Makes a guy consider splicing up himself. If I had 2 dimes to rub together, that is.
Okay. Well, I'm, so, his camera is at the pawn shop. And I'm not going through my ammunition nearly fast enough. I keep stocking up everything. And I'm glad I came here first. Ooh, I'm fully stocked on Eve Hypno as well. All right, I'm glad I came here first. Let's go down that stairs, see where that takes us. And then, if it goes to another dead end, we'll know exactly where we need to go, to the pawn shop. More Eve Hypno. Wow. Oh, no, it's an auto-hack dart. Hey, weapon upgrade. Yeah. Okay, drill, rivet gun, machine gun, shotgun. Shotgun clip size.
Even Daddy's toys have toys.
Let's hack it, make sure no one else can use it. Hello. Whoops. Oh, and I'm wasting Eve because I'm already stocked up on that. Oh, this leads back. That leads me back here. All right, looks like we need to drop down. Where are those shotgun shells? I know I dropped some. I left some somewhere. At one of the machines I hacked, which is probably over here. There was a machine I hacked and I got some shotgun shells. I'm trying to remember where it is.
Adam, Daddy, here.
Where? Oh. Thank you for telling me. All right.
But we're not done yet. Adam, you am.
Right everywhere. Belongs to me.
Don't touch me! Nobody hurt my daddy! Your eyes! I can't stand them!
This girl! You won't face me, will you?
getting painful. Please there. Dirty.
Make it stop!
Whoa! Ouch!
I'm charging by the minute. Stop it!
All done, Daddy.
Good.
Daddy, are you taking me home too?
Okay, so I've got one more gather in this. Then we can put her home. I came up here for shotgun shells, didn't I? And I think those were behind me. Unless they were up here.
Come on, Daddy. It's close.
Oh, and it's downstairs. The next body. All right, so we'll go out here and down. Research camera. You got the research camera. Press left click while focused on an enemy to start research on a target. Ah, it's the same mechanic.
That thing's a miracle in Technicolor, kid. Works like a movie camera. Start the film rolling before you open fire on a splicer, and then anything you hit him with tells you more about his DNA. Let's give it a dry run, shall we?
So they did change it a bit.
I ain't lost my touch.
Easy now. Looks like you got the jump on this fella. Start your camera, record.
Thuggish Slicer research bonus. Increased damage.
Then hit him with a little bit of... That's it, son. Camera spits out a prize once in a while as you learn what makes a splicer tick. Now, find one of those big old brutes and take him out on film. Before long, you'll be able to brush aside that mess at the hotel.
Okay, so I need to find a big brute. New goal, research the brute splicers.
Hand that child, you monster!
At least read our houses.
Oh, man. Where's the next body?
Smell the Adam, Daddy? Over there.
This way.
Using that camera's a bit like telling a joke. Each time you tell it the same way, it gets a little more stale, so you gotta change it up to keep it fresh.
Keep running!
Please,
Won't
don't
see
go.
him around here.
And your daughter.
All right, so this guy didn't have a little daddy or a little sister, but I've already got one on my back. Let's see, where was the next body?
Adam is here.
That poor little girl.
Spectator.
Helpless. Oh,
You're stepping on my life!
I like the improvements. Because it switches immediately to the last equipped weapon, that makes it a much more useful tool for researching splicers. There's the corpse. All right, I can't harvest anymore? Or is this the one I already harvested from?
This way.
Yeah, it's not the right one. All right, well, we can get some cure-alls, but it looks like I'm already at max health. I need to increase my health capacity by finding more first aid kits. What have we here? Yeah, shotgun shells.
This Lamb woman's powers of manipulation are almost scary. Her people are using the girls from the surface to gather Adam from Lamb's followers. It's in the blood. And eventually they give themselves over. Like dying is an honor. I'd almost feel sorry for them if they didn't have my daughter. I'm going to find Lamb and take Cindy back one way or another.
Whoops! Okay, let's try this again. Quick save.
Salvation's coming now. Reapers is gonna be the biggest strike ever.
Adam will be sorry.
Who is it?
Doggone it. Don't forget to pick up the little sister. Let me reload my quick save. Because I don't want to have to go back to that. Okay, let's try this again.
Get a little attention. Then you want privacy. Oh, no!
Ethan says it's all about patience. Don't rush it. You're working against my nature there. All right. I'll try to be more patient. Patience. Think flower fields, calm bubbling brooks. Patience.
And will it end by a joke?
Patience. Patience. Try it again. Ah, fourth's time the charm. Oh, the hard one. Really hard one. Yeah! Oh, sweetness. Okay. Yes!
Remember, son, without using that research camera, we can't get to Gracie, and that means we're stuck here. Get one of those big apes on film, then work him over.
Okay, I'm low in health, and I have no first aid kits. Oh, okay.
We found it!
What's going on in there? Is it like a missile turret or something? Well, that was nice. At least I got a first aid kit for my efforts. Suppose I should use it. Alright, now let's get this Adam.
Adam, Daddy, let's get it! Rosie and Sunshine Angel.
Drop that at once. It's priceless.
I'm a good girl, Mr.
Daddy, my you sick bastard.
This can't be right. Get up! Howard! You got bullshit!
Wits on my side. Hand me that
Where you going?
won't hide you for long.
See the light in my tummy?
You bring a kid! Look at my eyes! No pellets!
Oh.
Now give me my money. Are we gonna be together again, Daddy?
Let's try it again.
Horses stables.
Adam, Daddy, right here. Angels remember Mommy.
Fire the lamb!
Look! You ain't part of
You're too common for the common good.
daughter home!
Whoops! Oh no!
How could
I accidentally electrocuted the Big Daddy.
A prowl.
Are
Are we gonna be together again, Daddy?
Unconventional, but it works. Oh my gosh. And there's another one. How many are there? And I still haven't gotten this doggone...
Here's the angel.
Adam yet.
Where'd you go? For everything and for the family.
It's just a little
Running like a fool.
Send your daughter home.
Step away! He belongs to me! This can't be right!
You're almost done.
Yes, run!
You done?
I'm telling the other girls that I have the best daddy.
Finally. Oh, okay. Let's get rid of this little one. That was exhausting.
There's one of those big goons now. Start your camera rolling on him, and then let him have it.
Yes, but... Okay.
Some thoughts are just... All you fucking see.
Oh, man.
Look at you, sport. A regular junior shutterbug. And it appears you've picked up a new trick from that big galoot. Now get back to the Sinclair Deluxe and just bust through that mess blocking your way.
Okay. Well, let's hack this sucker. Press shift while holding left click to drill dash. All right. Whoops.
Illegal. This is illegal. Hand me that child.
Where does that go? All right, let me check that out in a minute.
Salvation's oblivion.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh! Salvation. No!
Big sister coming.
Here, Father. It's yours. You are evolving fast, but your heart is getting weaker. I can keep you alive, but you must find me.
Doggone it. It's hard not to aggro those big daddies. Oh, where am I? Ah. I remember I went this way.
For Grace, the paradise of Andrew Ryan was most unkind. She spoke against him in song, and he had her blacklisted. It left her penniless. But in the family, she has found hope, a reason to draw breath. Ask yourself, Delta, do you deserve to take it from her?
Okay. Well, I got the big sister, or the big daddy, or whatever it's called, the big sister. Let's hack this thing. And let's buy some first aid kits. Use your new drill ability, Ox. Oh, yeah. Will do. All right, looks like I need to upgrade my slots. Well, I would love to use my ability, but I don't have a... Oh! Gene swap. Is that what that is? Let me use the gene swap really quick. Ah, forget it. I'm just gonna kill him. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's swap out electricity. There we go.
Change it up.
You're common. I inherited all of this.
I mean, shotgun is still really effective. Present. Ooh. Here I am, killing these two lovers. Am I the bad guy here? We will be reborn.
It's like building a portfolio from the ground up. Tires you out.
Interesting. An internal heating mechanism heats rivets to a white-hot temperature before they are fired. Caution may ignite living creatures on repeated shots. Drill damage, machine gun damage, shotgun damage. Gotta do the shotgun damage.
Toddy.
Actually, wait a minute. Oh, that was just a door. You should not have come.
That's it. We have to close down the limbo. Bomb goes off in that fancy place uptown and everybody panics. Pulls their money out of the banks. A whole city tugging on the same dollar bill. So the banks fold. And maybe 1 in 10 got their savings out. Who's gonna come hear me nightingaling about how broke they are? How am I gonna provide for little Eleanor?
What does that say? My best, James? All my love, James. I see. Well, there's her dress. Okay, I got my camera out so I can take some pictures. I'll use my new drill bash ability when I find a blocked area, an obstacle. Ooh, health upgrade. Let's bash it so no one else can use it. Is he getting another little sister? Nope. Ethan says you can use it on people, though. Oh. I see.
I wish I could publish this stuff. It's newsman pay dirt. Sinclair says Ryan's making a move against Sophia Lamb, and they want to cut me in on the action. They're building a case that Lamb's a closet pinko, sort of an undercover thing. So I cozy up to this guy Wales, who works for Lamb, making like I want to join up. Then I find out whether he grew his beard for Jesus or Karl Marx.
Where are... This is an outrage! You simply can't know where... Come on.
All right, so that leads us back to where we were. There was this staircase over here that I missed.
Sack of shit.
There you go. I used my ability. I feel like I've been here. Wait, no. Firestorm, another tonic. Oh, gosh. Okay. Ryan Industries presents a warm welcome to your enemies with Firestorm. Set your foes on fire while they strike. You emit a burst of fire when struck by melee attacks, damaging all around you. Oh, okay. So I could swap that out with drill power or Eve Link. I'll swap it out with the alarms one. So I haven't been here. Oh, hello.
I'm hearing rumors. Sounds like somebody named Wales is starting up worship services down in Siren Alley. Believe it or not. All faiths and creeds welcome, they says. They got big promises. Salvation, immortality, a way out of here. I don't care how crazy it sounds. A way out of rapture's music to my ears. Next Sunday morning, I'll be there.
What have we here? Okay, that's it for this area. Now to follow the arrow.
Popular.
Gene Bank. I do have it.
A fan? Perfect!
The Tin Daddy is not a man. It is half dog and half devil, made by Andrew Ryan to condemn our children to a walking death.
Maybe, or maybe I'm just trying to survive.
No one ever gets any older.
I only have 43. All right, back downtown we go.
To share our
Where'd you go? It's getting too far away.
Find shelter.
Forgive you. I do. The new truth will catch.
What, I can't get any more of them? I can't. Huh, okay, I guess I'm done with them. Wait a minute, I have an idea. There was something blocked off. That's the Fishbowl Diner.
What's this?
I'm not going to explain it, but I'll take it. Okay. I'm supposed to go this way. I'll probably... Oh, wait, no, I have been here. Now, can I burst through this rubble? No. Okay, let's try the other one. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's what I thought. Here we go.
Just rev up that drill of yours and slam right through that pile of junk blocking your way.
Shut up! Here he comes!
Bastard!
Yeah!
Another!
Re-exit!
Now, Gracie was on the top floor. Get on up there and persuade her to give you that override key.
All right, let's see where I'm at time-wise. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to have to end the program now. Thank you, everybody, for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. I hope you enjoyed the big canvas bag reveal at the beginning there. At least they came through with their promises and they got us a legit canvas bag. This has been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying Bioshock 2. I hope you've been enjoying it for this live stream of Scotch and Smoke Rings. We will pick up right here where we leave off next week, same Ox time, same Ox channel at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, Thursday nights here on the Oxhorn channel. New content for this weekend. I have not had a lot of time to work on my content because of company and power outages, but I should have at least one video for you this weekend, maybe two, depending on how much time I have. But it'll either be Fallout 2 or the continuation of Fallout 3's Broken Steel. So stay tuned for all of that. New live stream tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. We'll be continuing and probably finishing Rage 2. So I hope you'll be able to join me for that. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday night. Be kind to absolutely everybody, and I'll see you soon for more brand new content. Have a good one.